Hi friends, Amy D. How's everybody today? Let's make some other pockets, some new pockets that we can make. Let me grab something that we can put in there and I'll show you how they work. These are going to be foldable pockets. You got 1, 2, 3, and if you just glue it on 3 spots, you have a 4th in the back. Otherwise, you have 3 pockets. So I'll make one, and then we will mass make them. All right, guys, here we go. I have an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. I've cut my music paper down to 8.5 by 11. I'm going to move my camera out just a little bit so you can see better. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold it over. Actually, I want to fold it over this way. And we're just going to fold it in half long ways. Okay? That's long ways. And then we're going to fold it, so this is hot dog, and then we're going to fold it hamburger, right in half. So we've got it right in half again. Okay, now this top flap, we're going to pull it down, and I'm going to pull it down so that it's just not quite up to the corner. And if you see, I have just a little bit of a edge there. And we want this to be 90 degrees. I'm going to bring it straight down. And then we're going to bring the next one about 1/4 of an inch away from the edge of the last one. So here's our first one. And then here's our second one. And now this one, we're going to bring about the same distance down from that one. And I'll ink these so you can see them a little bit better. Hope everybody's having a good day today. I had a pretty good day. It is Wednesday. I hope that y'all have a good day today. Wednesday morning, huh? Yep. Okay, so now you can see it a little bit better. We've got one coming down here. The next one is about 1/4 of an inch over, and then the one after that is about 1/4 of an inch over, and then we've got our back. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open it up, and we're going to fold this back. We're going to fold them each back the other direction from where they were. So now we've got everything going in exactly the opposite direction that it was. And now we've got it like this. So what I like to do is open it back up then. And I like to get rid of some of that excess paper. And I'm just going to cut across there. So I have about that much, maybe 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. And I'm going to do that on all of those tabs. Do it on this one. There. And now I'm going to just put some glue on each one of those overhangs there. You can use a glue stick. You can use your Bearly Arts. You can use glue tape if you choose to. You just want to make sure that it's folded over and glued down. I'll do it on this one. There we go. And this one. Now you can really do this with any size paper. It would just alter the size of your finished product. I like the size of an 8.5 by 11. That just works best for me and what I'm used to using them for. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ink everything. All my edges. I know this one's going to show, but I want that one inked. And I like to get the edges even where it gets covered up, because if a little piece sticks out, then it's taken care of. It's inked. There. Pretty good. This is another one of those projects that we're going to mass make, and then we're going to take out and do some decorating on them. So that's what it looks like so far. Go ahead and ink that. Why not? We've got the ink dauber out. We might as well just do it, right? We might as well just do it and get it done. Do it and get it done. There. So there's that. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my glue, and I'm going to get a glue paper out. I like to use the wax paper, and I'm just going to glue. I'm going to glue along this side right there. And I think the easiest way to do it is just to kind of go along underneath that flap, because you can tell where the start and stop is. There we go. So now we've got this whole thing glued together from here up to here. Now we're going to glue these two. We're going to glue this one from the fold up to the top, and we're going to glue this one from the fold to the top of it. There we go. We'll flip it over, and that's our finished pocket. So now we've got a pocket here, we've got a pocket here, we've got a pocket here, and if you choose to just glue the three sides in the back, you've got a pocket here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So let's do some mask making now. Let me put my pin back in here so my glue doesn't dry out. Here's my glue paper. Okay, and what I've got to work with here is I've got a piece of ledger paper. I've got a couple pieces of patty paper. If you know, you know. I've got a piece of map, a botanical page, and another botanical page, just a little bit smaller. But like I said, you can make it work with any size. So let's just go through and start doing some folding. Let's see, what do I want to do this. You can kind of pick and choose what you're going to have showing. I think I want to do it this way. There we go. We'll do the hot dog folds first. Oh, I had two pieces there. How about that? So first we're going to do lengthwise, hot dog. And then we're going to do you know what, let's make one facing the other direction. Let's do our hamburger fold. Here's our hamburger fold. We're going to make this one facing the other direction too, and then because our folds are going to be on the left now instead of the right. So we'll make these ones with our folds on the right. This is a piece of map. I just cut it down to 8.5 by 11. So we'll do hot dog and hamburger fold. I used to work in a pharmacy, and it was the pharmacist that actually taught me that. His name was Greg, and he was a mess, is what he was. He was a good guy to work with, though. He taught me hamburger and hot dog folds. We used to argue when we would fold up our prescriptions. We would argue about which way was the right way to fold, hamburger or hot dog. I was always hamburger. He was hot dog. It's funny, sometimes you think of something and it takes you back. All right, this is going to be our last piece. These really don't take very long to make. They don't take long at all, actually. And they're just nice to have in your pocket or in your box of ephemera to have some pockets ready and on the go. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to go through and I'm going to fold each of them down, just like I did before. And there's that. You can see those folds good there. We'll come in and we'll do this one. I think I'm going to fold that down there. These are really pretty prints. Really pretty. I'll show you what to do when we have some white showing there. There's that. And just give it all a fold. Press. So, does anybody have any big plans for the weekend coming up? It's Wednesday. It's hump day. We're almost there. What are the plans for the weekend? Anything big? Have you guys ever made these kind of pockets before? And do you do them the same way that I do? Or do you do them a different way? This is the easiest way that I've found to do them. Boy, I got off of that weekend subject real quick, didn't I? I was trying to think if we're doing anything. And I don't... Seems like I'm forgetting something, but I can't think of anything that we're doing. Just not working, that's for sure. It's been a long week already, and it's only Tuesday. Well, it's Wednesday now. It's been a long week. I'm getting ready to go to my new team, so that'll be good. I met my manager. I had a meet and greet with him on Monday, and I really, really like him. He's a very, very nice guy, and he's from New York, and I just think he's going to be a good manager. So I'm looking forward to it. And I met my team today, so that's going to be nice. That'll be nice. There, we've got them all done. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to open them up, flip them all over the other direction. I'll give them a cut. We're here, we might as well. Give them a cut. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the day when I can retire. I figure when I'm at least about 93, I should be able to retire. Not really. I keep trying to tell my husband, though, he needs to get a second full-time job so that I can retire. And he doesn't think that that's the best idea. I don't know why. I think it's a fantastic idea myself. I think it is a fantastic idea. But he does not. So I shall continue to work. I work for a very large insurance company, and I decide long-term disability claims is what I do. That's what I do for a living. I read insurance policies all day and medical information all day, and make sure that the medical meets the policy that the employer chose. I like using map pages for stuff. It's so colorful and just fits into so many different things that I make. Works really good. That one. We are moving now. Yeah, we are. Once it goes pretty fast on these. This is really nice paper that she printed these on too. It's not just regular copy paper. It's kind of a little bit thicker, but it's not quite a yard or a cardstock either. Words are coming hard today. That just goes to show how hard I work today. My brain's not working. I used all my brain power at work. I have very little brain power left. Okay, that's what that's going to look like. 2 more. 2 more. Not bad. We're only at 17 minutes so far, and we're almost done. How about that? Not bad, if I say. There we go. It is so hot in Georgia. Is it hot where y'all are? I'm ready. I'm not ready for fall because that means the year is going by so fast. But I'm ready for cooler weather because it has been a horrendously hot summer this year. I don't know, maybe it's just me affecting me different, but it sure has seemed hot to me this year. And I have spent so much time sweating, and I'm tired of sweating, y'all. I am tired of sweating. Last one. Flip everything over. Give it a good cut. Haircut. Kind of like a haircut for paper. Kind of. And these cuts don't even have to be straight. They're just taking away some of the bulk. Because, you know, when you make a journal and you start filling it up with stuff, the bulkier, you know, you get a full journal to begin with. And the bulkier it is, everything is, the thicker the journal becomes. And it's all good and well to have a nice chunky monkey there going. But when, you know, you don't want it to be too full either. I don't anyways. I don't know. I like it. I don't know how to explain it. I like it just right. Does that make sense? I think we all know what just right is to us. And if you like a great big fat journal, like a really super duper chunky monkey, then by all means, do it. Do it. All those done. So keep in mind, we are going to be doing, Deb and I are going to be having our first sale on Amy's Yellow Butterfly on August 29th. That's a Saturday. That's when we generally do our sales. and we're going to have that French haul that I showed is going to be up for sale on that sale. Deb has some spectacular French fabric that she's going to be selling at that sale. This is the fabric, if you were on one of our other sales, that she took a list for because it is so fantastic. The girls demanded that she take a list because they wanted the fabric and they wanted it right then and there, and she hasn't cut it yet because it is so beautiful, and she's like, I just can't bring myself to do it. And you know what, Deb? I couldn't either if I were you. So I get it. But anyway, she's going to have that. We're going to have some prizes and some giveaways. I'm so excited, you guys. I have got something really special up my sleeve. It is going to be fun. It is going to be fun, so you don't want to miss it. August 29th. It's a Saturday. I'll have it posted ahead of time, so you're going to want to subscribe, and you might want to hit the notifications because that'll help determine. I mean, you want to be notified to a sale like that, right? You want to know when it's going to happen so you don't miss it. I know I miss all kinds of good stuff because I don't notify myself. And that's one way that you can on YouTube is hit the notification button. If you like the videos that you're seeing and you feel so inclined, it would be great if you would push like on it, push thumbs up. It just lets YouTube know that you like what you see, and maybe they'll start putting it out a little bit more to other people. We can get new people on here. So there's that. This is our last one. Oopsies. Last paper. There it is. And then I want to ink some. I want to ink a little bit. So there we go. There's that. What's your favorite color of ink? Do you have a favorite color? I like them all. Who am I fooling? I like them all. And I like grungy. There's that. You don't have to ink. I like it when you can find a piece of paper that you're using and it's got like grungy edges on it, and you get your ink dauber out and go through and ink the sides that aren't already grungy. And I love it when it matches, when you can see. I am. When you can see that you did good and what you did matches the natural grunginess. It's kind of funny. Some people throw books away because they're grungy. We buy products to try and make them look like that, and papers and stuff like that. So go. I think I've been off camera. I'm sorry about that. I'm new here. I'm just new. I'm still learning. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to take my dauber and just very slightly, I'm going to go through there and just slightly run that down. And then that's going to make that not so white. And it matches that paper perfect. So, I don't like to do it real hard because you'll get circle spots in there. And if you just do it nice and smooth, there. And that's what that's going to look like. I like it. We'll do that again with this one. There's the circle spot that I was talking about. My paper moved. But that's okay. That's okay. Still looks good. It looks, actually, I love this paper. I'm very happy with it. Good job, Patty. Good job, Patty. Good job, girl. I don't think she needs me to tell her she does a good job. She sells out of her papers nearly every time she has them up for sale. There. Oh, look how pretty that is. There. Last one. This one won't take a lot. It's already kind of nice and yellowed, and I like it. Love that color. This is one of those projects where I don't know where I learned to do this from. If I did, I would absolutely put it in the comments. I will put a link to Patty's channel down there for when she sells papers. You don't want to miss her sales. They're good, and her papers fly off the shelf, that is for sure. So I'll put a link to Patty's channel in the down in the comment section, down there. And you'll be able to go to her page to do some shopping. She sells on Mondays and Thursdays, and at 7:30 generally. So she doesn't sell paper every week, but she does have paper sales occasionally. Okay, so now we're going to go through and do our gluing. We're going to go from this edge up to that edge. And then we're going to do this edge and this edge. This one and this one. And I'll show you that glue. I have it on this edge and on that edge. We're just going to fold that over. And that's our pocket. Now, if you don't like this back up, you can fold this as well. I like having that back there. That's just how I do them. That's how I like them, but you do them how you like them. We're our own people. You see that glue a little bit better on this one. Just fold it over and press it down. There's that one. Now we're going to have these left-hand side ones. So everything's going to seem a little bit backwards, but we'll figure it out. We're pretty smart people here. That one. There's do this one. And we'll do this one and this one. That. This is the left side one. There we go. Right up the side. Drive a little straighter, lady. There we go. You can make these folds wider too, so that you have more of a lip up there. Oops, I got glue on there. You can make your pockets smaller. You can make your folds wider. There's a lot of different things that you can do to alter this. You can do it with double-sided scrapbook paper. You can use old letters. You could use smaller than 8.5 and 11, bigger than 8.5 by 11. You can use ledger paper. You could use rag paper, music paper, like I did on that other one. There we go. We are 31 minutes in, and we have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pockets to put in our box. So I hope that y'all liked them. If you did, give me a thumbs up, please. If you like the videos and you like the channel, then subscribe. And don't forget about our first sale. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye, guys.